This video is specifically for my ladies in network marketing, healthcare recruiting, any type of recruitment sales, supplement supplies, medical sales. This video is for you. By recruiting these women into your business or into your company, if you don't fully believe that that's going to really change the trajectory of their lives and you're doing it for a quick paycheck, you're not going to show up in the same legacy building way as if you're like, I love these vitamins, I love these healthcare products, I love these supplements, and the women that I recruit also get bonus of their whole lives change. They become millionaires, they become billionaires, what have you, the outcome may be, because I took the time to recruit them and I presented my opportunity to them with clear communication, and I also believed that it will truly change their trajectory and their legacy. Good morning, my friends, good morning, and welcome to today's tapping video. This video is a continuation on yesterday's video for being the top salesperson. That was your groundwork of really helping you to rewire your neural pathways to believe that you are a winner and that you are wired to win. Today's video is all about being a top recruiter. This is a 11-minute tapping that you can do in the morning to get yourself in the mojo. I say it specifically for my ladies in network marketing because in this tapping, we actually drop into the power of really using our feminine ways in order to sell. You know, femininity, you sell a lot differently than with masculinity. When you are in your masculine, you are selling a lot differently with more strategy and action. When you're selling from your feminine, you are selling with magnetism, with pleasure, with fun, okay? So like, you can always, you know, and depending, it doesn't matter whether you're man or woman, person, what have you, each human being, we both have masculine and feminine sides. And depending on how we prefer to sell, it depends on what side of ourselves we want to tap into. For the women, for us women in sales, okay, a lot of us have conditioning where we have to sell like a man. And then we burn ourselves out. We're also ruled by the moon, and we have a lunar cycle that we adhere to, and are also our feminine cycle. So we sell in a very, 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 very different way. So this tapping is designed to help you step into your star power and your star energy in the morning. It's also designed to help you remember what it's like to sell from your feminine as opposed to being like a boo to a wall like a masculine energy. And then also we cover feeling good, stepping into our quotas, and just releasing that resistance that can come along when we decide to be a winner every day. And so that is what we are covering in today's tapping session. Tap where I tap and say what I say, and let's commit to being the number one at what we put our minds to, and let us commit to being the best. Because when we wake up in the mornings, we are here to win. Without further ado, tap where I tap and say what I say, and we will get started on the side of the hand. I am holding a powerful vision in my mind and body. A vision that I am itching to bring to life. When I think about this vision at nighttime, it feels really exciting. When I am having those 3 a.m. life revamp brainstorm moments, my goals, my ambition, and my vision feel so juicy. I get really giddy when I think about hitting my goals. And then sometimes in the morning, or when I first get out of bed and I step into the shower, or maybe it doesn't happen until lunchtime, but there gets to be a part of the day where I feel heavy. There becomes a part of the day where I doubt myself. And there gets to be a part of the afternoon where I just start feeling like I am in lack. I get confused as to why I'm not selling enough. I feel like no matter how many messages I send out, I'm just not hitting my numbers. And part of me is really irritated by this. And then there's part of me that literally is like, good. Because the more I sell, the more I need to serve. So maybe being the top rep or the top seller feels like a whole lot of pressure. And do I feel capable of performing? I might have days where I feel really up and really energized. And then I might have days or weeks where I just feel sluggish or I don't feel like showing up with the same pizzazz. And so today I release the resistance to being number one. If I've done any actions that have held me back, I forgive myself anyway. And I am unlocking miracles and stepping into the infinite realm of possibilities that surrounds me every day. I accept myself, I forgive myself, and I love myself too. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top, exhale through the mouth, let it go. And starting on the top of the head. I am the best. And I choose to remember this. If I am holding on to any stories or beliefs, any pain or misunderstandings from the past that made me feel like I don't know how to sell properly, or that made me feel like I don't deserve to win, I now choose to let those go. I am releasing and clearing the resistance to being the top recruiter. I now magnetize and attract new connections and opportunities. I am opening myself to miracles. I choose to be the star. I choose to unlock my star power. I am raising my vibration. I call more money into my life now. I am releasing any doubts about my capabilities. And if there is anything that is holding me back, today I choose to let that go. Because today I choose to win. I open myself to new creative ideas and downloads. I choose to be in the right place at the right time today. And I choose to have an amazing day. Because sometimes when I think about sales and recruiting, I get this pressure, this heaviness, this despair in my body. And that can come from a number of things. A lot of the time that comes from me doubting myself or me putting this masculine type of pressure on myself. But if I really want to tap into my femininity, and I really want to express myself in the most pleasurable, creative way, then I choose to release the need to be in my masculine always. And I am dropping into my feminine. And I choose to unlock the power of femininity. Because the power that we have as women allows us to use magnetism, creativity, desire, pleasure, and allure to sell. As women in sales, we have massive advantages because we can show up as ourselves. and simply magnetize and sell. I remind myself today that the more hands I shake, the more money I make. And that creating money should be fun. And if I have been just trying to sell like a brute force, I release that sales style now, and I step into a chapter where I sell with fun, flow, and femininity. I choose to feel good, and I choose to win. I am releasing the idea that being in my feminine is weakness, because I can be a really, really, really powerful magnet, and I can sell more by being magnetic than strategic. I am releasing any doubts about this, and I choose to unlock the most magnetic, charismatic version of myself today, because I choose to win. I send the identity to my subconscious mind that I am the #1 recruiter at my company now. That is the story that I wish to embody. So I now choose as my identity on a cellular level that I have been recognized as the top recruiter at my company today. I call in all of the accolades. I call in all of the recognition. And I choose to move forward with action. Any calls, emails, or messages that I haven't replied to, I choose to do that now. I am getting myself excited to sell. I remind myself of why I started selling. What do the women that I am recruiting benefit? How do the women that I am recruiting benefit from my sales? How does me creating a movement or a community benefit humanity? If I sign up one new woman today, how will that change the trajectory of her family empire? I am reminding myself that by recruiting people, I am helping people build legacy. By being the top recruiter, I change my family's trajectory and the families of those who I recruit. I call all of my power back to me now from every person, place, and thing. And I am getting clear on my goals, targets, and quotas. How many messages do I need to send out every day to hit my freaking numbers? What is my quota? Are my targets high enough, or am I letting myself off the hook too easily? I choose to be great. I choose to be grand. And I choose to win. I am now a magnet for all new leads, prospects, and recruits. I call all of the connections and people who are looking for the opportunity that I have to offer. I am calling those connections into my life and quantum field today. I choose to connect with the universe. I choose to connect with the divine. And I choose to win. I am opening myself up to miracles. I am opening myself up to receive new money and new opportunities. And I open myself up to receive a whole gaggle of women who are ready to sign up for my company today. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. is a tapping that you can come back to multiple times a week to really get into that star power and really reminding ourselves that we're here to win, that it is safe to win, and that we are winners. I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for tapping with me as always, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. And then the other point that I wanted to actually touch on is, if you are in network marketing or you are working in a company as a recruiter, here's something else that's so important to remind ourselves and always remember. If we are having any type of issue as becoming the top recruiter in our company, if you've been with your company for a while and there's just something inside you that is blocking you from actually charging forward and going for the gold, because like as a recruiter you can make freaking millions. Like, it's been done over and over again. So if there's anything, like you've done the tapping, you've taken the action, you're doing your strategies, you're working with your manifestations, if you're in that and you're still feeling not 100% lit up for your mission of recruiting other women or recruiting other people, you might want to reconsider the company that you are signed up with. When you are either recruited or you sign up to these different companies, really dissect the pay structure that they're offering. Dissect the upline deal. Because as women in sales, something that I've noticed is that if we are not 100% sold on the fact that if we recruit another woman into our company, that will help change the trajectory of their life for the positive, if we don't fully believe that, then there is going to be an ounce of us inside that will block us from fully showing up as a blazing, balls to the wall, go get 'em tiger type of recruitment style. If we're not able to rally behind the product that we're selling, or we don't subconsciously fully feel that we're doing a really good thing by recruiting these other women into the companies, then start taking a look at other companies. Like, there's so many different companies out there that will pay you to recruit for them. There's so many companies out there that want you to market their products, that want their products in the hands of other people, and they're very willing to pay out generous compensation structures in order to get their products in the hands of their ideal customers. Okay, for instance, our woman in London, she's a recruiter in network marketing, and that woman, she freaking loves the vitamins that she sells. She loves the supplement powder. She loves what she's selling. She loves recruiting the women for the company, okay? And so like when you have that level of belief and that level of passion that she has for this energizing powder vitamin supplement, you will go out there and you will be the best. You get your own results. You believe in the product, but you also really believe that the other women that you're recruiting will have their lives changed because you recruited them. If you don't fully believe that by recruiting these women into your business or into your company, if you don't fully believe that that's going to really change the trajectory of their lives, and you're doing it for a quick paycheck, you're not going to show up in the same legacy building way as if you're like, I love these vitamins, I love these healthcare products, I love these supplements, and the women that I recruit also get bonus of their whole lives change. They become millionaires, they become billionaires, what have you, the outcome may be, because I took the time to recruit them and I presented my opportunity to them with clear communication, and I also believed that it will truly change their trajectory and their legacy. And if you don't believe about your company like that on a core level, I would invite you to take a look at other companies and really align with one that you fully feel, yes, I love their product, and yes, by recruiting people into this company, I am changing lives today. Think on that. Think on that. There is somebody out there today that needs to hear this message, and this message is for you. Okay? If this is for you, you know it's for you. Take what resonates. I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will see you on the next tapping. And thank you for tapping with me. Talk soon. Bye.